On January 12, 2007, 56-year-old retired firefighter John Glenn left his home in Memora, New Jersey to ride his boat, the White Whale, on the USA's Atlantic coast. He departed from the bay of the Seaview Marina in Ocean City. John probably figured he would be out on the water for a few hours before returning home. But something happened to him while out at sea. John didn't return home that day. His boat was a 20-foot 1983 privateer center console with a 225 HP Johnson engine. Several days after John's disappearance, it was found 90 miles east of Manasquan, New Jersey, by a passing fishing trawler. It had suffered severe damage, but there was no trace of John anywhere in the boat. John's family believes that he died out there, but heartbreakingly, his body has never been recovered. At the time of his disappearance, John was 5'11" and weighed 250 pounds. He was a Caucasian male with brown hair and brown eyes and had a scar on his right wrist. In the unlikely chance that John is still alive, he would be 74 years old. "18-year-old Cameron Robbins had everything to live for. He was born on November 1st, 2004 in Abilene, Texas. When he was only a few days old, he was adopted by a Louisiana family and was raised in Baton Rouge. He was known mainly in school for being the pitcher for the baseball team of the University Lab School. He was also the vice president of his Methodist Church's youth group. On May 21st, 2023, he graduated high school, and he was excited to accelerate his baseball career in university. 3 days after graduating, he was to take part on a trip to the Bahamas with students from several local high schools in the area. On May 24th, just 4 hours after arriving in Nassau, Cameron and his friends went on a pirate-themed sunset cruise called Blackbeard's Revenge. At around 9:40 p.m, it was reported that someone dared Cameron to jump into the water near Atoll Island. That was when this video was taken.
Yo! This kid fucking jumped off! Oh my fucking god! Oh, bye-bye! Oh shit! That shit! Hey, grab the buoy! Hey, the buoy! Yo, this kid's fucking gone, bro!
The video has been analysed by various people online, and given the fact that Cameron swam away from the buoy that had been thrown out to him, it's widely believed that there was a shark in the water with him. The US Coast Guard was called in, and they searched 325 square miles of water. 2 days into the search, they called it off and sent their condolences to Cameron's family. A memorial service for him was held on June 4th, 2023. At Broadmoor United Methodist Church in Baton Rouge. Cameron was described as a kind and loving person who loved fishing, his truck, country music, and the LSU football, basketball, and baseball teams. Sadly, in the last 2 years since he vanished, there have been no major updates. His remains have yet to be found. On the night of Sunday, July 28, 2024, 15-year-old Aayan Randhawa was looking forward to a swim at Huntington Beach in California. The upcoming sophomore at Huntington Beach High School went swimming with a friend near Lifeguard Tower 11, south of Huntington Beach Pier. His friend returned, but he never did. It was reported that the ocean waves were approximately 2 to 5 feet high, with high rip currents throughout the day of Aayan's disappearance. In a heartbreaking turn of events, the US Coast Guard suspended their search for the teen the day after his disappearance. On July 30th, a candlelight vigil was held for him, with his friends from school and people from around the area showing up to pay their respects to Aayan. For about a week, there was no sign of him, although local first responders never stopped looking.
The search for a missing teenager who disappeared off the coast of Huntington Beach has come to a tragic end. The 15-year-old boy was swimming with friends 2 weeks ago when he failed to return to shore. His disappearance triggered a massive search by air and sea. The Coast Guard eventually called off their search, but the Huntington Beach Fire Department Marine Safety Division kept looking. And on Monday, they recovered a body near Tower 3. Last night, the body was positively identified as that of the missing boy.
At around 10 a.m. on August 5th, 2024, his lifeless body was found by a lifeguard stationed at Lifeguard Tower 3, just 2 miles away from the area where he disappeared. At least Aayan's family received closure about what had happened to their son, which is more than can be said for the families of the other people mentioned in this video. It was nearing the end of a 4-day cruise to Cuba and the Bahamas, and the Liberty of the Seas, a cruise ship belonging to Royal Caribbean International Freedom, was packed with many passengers. One of those passengers was Levion Parker, a 20-year-old from Northport, Florida, who went on the cruise with his father and brother. He loved fishing, hunting, and was an avid footballer in high school. Levion's father, Francel, owned an air conditioning company, and the family was on the boat as guests of Tropic Supply, an air conditioning wholesale company that was celebrating its 50th anniversary. Brian Sims was a passenger on the cruise, and without his official statement, we mightn't have known what happened next. At this point into the cruise, the boat had reached the Dominican Republic, and was due to make its way back towards Fort Lauderdale. Sims said that he hung out with Levion and his 18-year-old brother Seth in the ship's hot tub in the early morning hours of April 4th, 2024. At 4 a.m. they went their separate ways, and Sims dried off and went towards the elevator. On the way, he saw Levion and his father getting into an argument. Francel was apparently frustrated at how drunk his son was, to which Levion replied, "I'll fix this right now." What happened next sent shivers down the spines of everyone who witnessed it. Levion jumped 18 stories into the sea. Almost immediately, the Royal Caribbean sent search boats to look for him, with help from the US Coast Guard. The search was unsuccessful, and the Parker family had to return home, minus a son. Francel remains optimistic, and as recently as a week after the disappearance, believed that his son was still alive. But almost a full year later, no trace of him has been found. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm aware it's been a while since my last video was uploaded. Long story short, my dedication to my current full-time job means subtracting my time from making these videos. By no means am I definitely quitting YouTube, but uploads won't be as frequent as they used to be. So look after yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next video.